So welcome to this cow face arms tutorial. It's also known as the Apley Scratch Test. So it's taking one arm, the bottom arm, which is an internal rotation, and the top arm into external rotation, and to clasp the fingers behind the back, which is great for shoulder mobility and to prevent injury. So a good starting point is just to sit tall, to squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then to roll the shoulders back. It's the key to this pose really is like thoracic extension. Now, when we're in yoga, when the arms are above the head, they come into external rotation, and when the arms are below the hips, they come into internal rotation. So downward facing dog would be external rotation, and transferring into our upward facing dog would be internal rotation. So working both in your sun salutations and really emphasizing that movement through the shoulders. So a good drill would be to take the arms into a T, and if the palm is flipped outward, that would be external rotation, and inward is internal rotation, and adding an elbow bend to replicate the cow face entry. So starting with our top arm, we're going to take it into external rotation, so the biceps slightly curled inward, and then to bend at the elbow to draw that hand between the shoulder blades. You can use your opposite hand again to help draw it down. And then puppy pose is great for the overhead mobility, great for thoracic extension. You can either take the chin and chest or to melt the forehead in between the arms, spending as long as you need to. Now you can take it deeper. As you can see here, I've got one setting on the blocks, but again, just working to your range. But as you bend the elbows to make prayer behind the back of the neck, and also helping in lengthening the triceps. So as you can see here, I'm using 2 blocks to take it deeper. And the key again, I said to this pose, is just thoracic extension. So allowing everything to just melt as you lengthen through the upper body. Now this is a great stretch for the front of the anterior deltoids, which could get tight if you do a lot of press-ups. So maybe with knees bent or straightening the legs, just reaching back, and again spending as long as you need to. But the yin yoga method is 3 to 5 minutes, which can do some great work in releasing the fascia in the front of the shoulder. So again, drills now for the lower arm to release that tension and to promote that bending that you need to bend at the elbow, then to slide the hand or walk the hand up the back. So as you can see here, I'm just drawing my elbow inward and cycling it through external and internal rotation, and I'm really just trying to lift my spine tall. Again, you can see the rounding of the back to the contrast of my back straightening and my elbows going back. Again, reverse prayer, so then taking prayer, maybe you can create fists or hold the elbows or forearms behind the back is a nice prep as well. So the next step would be to work rotational movements through external and internal rotation. You can do this by playing past the block, so just taking the block, grabbing it from beneath, and then switching, and then using that circular motion to get used to how the arms can get you into the position. But it's great to mobilize the rotator cuffs and to stabilize the shoulders as you practice. Now once the shoulders start to loosen up, you can use a belt. Now this is great if you have one with like a little D-lock in it, and just to put your fingers inside the D-lock. The reason why is when you drop the belt, you've got something to aim for. So when you grab onto the belt, you want to take your time and use the progression to work the fingers up the belt. Now when you find that you've got space, that means your fingers are in the D-lock, and once you're at the D-lock and the fingers are inside, basically it means you're basically there, your fingertips are touching. And also by holding onto that D-lock, you can get more leverage with the top elbow to draw it up. And then it's just a matter of case of just letting go of the belt and then to clasp the fingers behind. So to work the entry is to really emphasize the reach of the arms and to use the lats. So going straight into internal rotation might feel more comfortable for you, or to go from external rotation to internal rotation. So as you can see, I'm sweeping my arm back into internal and then sliding or walking the hand up the back. It'll be different for everyone depending on your mobility. With my top arm, I'm going to try to really accentuate the lift of my lats, so that when I bend my elbow, I can reach for the fingers more easily. A great counter pose for this would be eagle pose, where you cross at the elbows and then draw the forearms together. You can even just place the forearms together and just really squeeze the forearms to generate energy. But in the range of yoga of Ashtanga, usually we take it into extension, or in Hatha yoga you can take it into more of a forward fold, which goes a bit deeper into the shoulders. I'm going to leave maybe on the screen or in the comments or in the description just a link to some of my other videos which show some drills through shoulder flossing and some ways you can have healthy shoulders through strengthening. But I hope that helps, and just continue to grind and eventually you will get there. Namaste.